What's going on, everybody? It's your friend Jamie here from the Sharon Travel Channel, and today we're on the Norwegian Prima, the newest, most beautiful ship in the Norwegian fleet, and we are going to go take a look at this ship. We're going to show you all the hot spots, some of the new things the ship has to offer, and we're going to give you a fun little ship tour. We won't drag it out too long, but come on with me. We're going to start right here on deck 6. All right, below us is deck 5, just cabins. So 6, 7, and 8 are very active. A lot of common areas and places you're going to want to know about. Between 9 going all the way up to about 15 or 16, mostly cabins with a few exceptions. And then of course deck 17 and up, that's where all the action is. That's where the pool is, the go-karts, the fun stadium area, the tea time golf, and all that stuff. So let's start right forward on this deck at the Prima Theater. And then we're going to work our way back and we'll just kind of walk through it and show you everything. That way what I see, you see. It's early in the morning, so we shouldn't have too much traffic. Come on, let's have a good time. Take a look at the Norwegian Prima. So starting on deck 6 is where we're going to find the Prima Theater. Now this thing is a whole new design. Never really seen anything like it. You're going to enter on deck 6. And something that's very, very cool about this theater is that these seats are retractable. All right, now these seats will pull out almost to where we're at right now. Then they'll also fold back. At the end of a show, they'll push the seats down, retract them like almost like bleachers in a college auditorium or something. And then this whole area stays open like this as a dance hall. Right now it's set up for Noise Boys, which was last night. That's why I have the stage coming out here. They have the huge, huge screen. And then the theater also has level 7 up there. And then there is some seating up on deck 8 as well. Now I'll give you guys a hot little tip, okay? After a show, if you're in one of the bleacher seats right out here, then you will have to get up and walk all the way up to the top, up to deck 7, and wait for these seats to retract. But if you start in one of the side areas up there on deck 7, which are gonna be great seats as well, then you don't have to move. And then the entrance to get down here will be just off to the sides, right over there. And then right over here, and I'll show you what I mean. So coming up here, you get a little better look at the whole setup. But you can grab a seat right up here in this area on deck 7. You can see the whole show, and then you are ready to run right down to the dance floor. And here's a little look at how the transition works. We got to see the Donna Summer show, and then they transitioned to the Disco Wonderland right after that, and that was very cool. Also, one of the coolest features is this whole monster-sized chandelier, for lack of a better term. This thing comes down, it's got all kinds of lasers, lights. It is fabulous and makes this place super, super cool. All right, so let's get out of here. We're gonna go back down to deck 6 and we're gonna walk from the front of the ship all the way to the back. Now we're back outside of the Prima Theater, and we're gonna walk this way and go right through the elevator bank. There's 2 elevator banks on the ship, forward and aft. All right. So there's one right there, 4 elevators. Here's another one with 4 elevators. Behind me would be the forward stairwell. If you want to take the stairs, you know me, I'm on vacation, so I'm all about the elevator. Now we're coming out into what you might know as the main atrium area. We've got some shopping on the left, the crew's next desk, if you're ready to book your next cruise. A seating area out here. Straight ahead is the Penrose Bar. Some people also call it the Casino Bar because it is adjacent to the casino, and it does have some little video poker games built into it as well. At night, you're going to see a lot of entertainment out here, and this place will be packed. Now, right here on deck 6, smack dab in the middle, we're going to go right through the casino. Now, if you're getting from the front to the back of the ship on deck 6, this will be the way that you go. You really don't have any other options. Now you'll come to a T where you can go to the right, where you're gonna have more casino table games and things. On the left, you'll have that too. This side's a little more of a high roller area. I'm seeing some larger amounts on the tables. But one thing I want to show you is right around this corner. And down there, you can see the glass doors. That is the smokers area for the casino. Now, you can't just go in there and smoke. You do need to be playing, but that's the smokers part of the casino where those doors open. All right, now you can exit the casino that way, but I'll show you where that goes in a minute. That's where we just came from. There's some more games down there as well. And of course, you've got all the classics. Let It Ride, Roulette, 3-card poker, blackjack. You may have seen over on the other side was a craps table. But let's keep going back here through the casino. The cashier cage right here. There's one on each side. All right, now we mentioned, now this ship is a little bit smaller than other ships. Right now we are at the aft elevator bank. There is just one large bank here with 6 elevators. And again, here's the aft stairwell. Now over here on the starboard side of the ship, we come to the Belvedere bar. Cagney's, the steakhouse, is on this side. Let's see if we can give you a quick glimpse inside there. I said earlier, it's pretty early in the morning, so not a lot of folks are out. Just a quick look at Cagney's for you. Now, many of the venues, the dining venues on this cruise ship are smaller than you've seen before because the ship has a smaller format. But Cagney's still looks like a pretty good size. It's probably the most popular place. The Commodore room, which is right in these doors, this is the extension of the Hudson's main dining room. This is like the main dining room 2.0. Now back here, I just want to show you, the Haven guests have their own private access. So way in the back, in the aft of the ship, is where all the Haven cabins are. It's a unique setup. Usually they're forward. On this ship, they're on the aft. And if you go way back, there is an elevator bank for just the Haven guests to get in and out of the Haven. Hopefully you're lucky enough to spend a little time in there. It is a fabulous, fabulous setup for folks who want a very luxurious cruising experience. Okay, so we're gonna get back out of here. That's basically deck 6, guys. You've seen it all, from the forward Prima Theater, through the casino, to the back, Cagney's, the Commodore room. And now what I'm gonna do is we'll take this other way through the casino and go back to the front of the ship because I wanna get back to the atrium and make our way up to deck 7 and let you see what's going on up there. Okay, so let's regroup. Now we are back in the atrium area, right down there at deck 6. We were just down there. Now we moved up to deck 7. Okay, the main atrium area here, you've got guest services, you've got some shopping right on the other side. One of the most popular spots on the ship, Starbucks, guys, is right here as well. Quick note, Starbucks is always going to be an upcharge for you. Keep that in mind when you come here. You can get coffee anywhere in the ship, but if you want the best coffee that Norwegian has to offer, Starbucks is going to be where you want to go. Now let's see if we can lay this out for you guys. Again, here we are in the elevator bank. Once again, the forward part of the ship, the elevator banks are set up as 4 on one side and 4 on the other. So you got one bank there that goes out to the atrium. You've got another bank over here, again going out to the atrium. You got your stairwell here, the forward stairwell going up and down. All right, and let's take a quick look. So the Prima Theater, you got your other entrance right up here. Now earlier, we were right down there, showing you a little bit, but here's a look from above. Right here, deck 7, Prima Theater. Just want to give you guys this one other look of this area right here. And And one thing I really want to point out, in almost all restroom areas, there will be restrooms that are accessible for folks that have challenges getting around, wheelchairs, scooters, things of that nature. So Norwegian has done a great job in that respect on this cruise ship. All right, so now let's go back through the elevator bank. Just as if you were coming down from your cabin. And here we go. You've got stairs up, stairs down. We're gonna take a lap around here, around the Starbucks area. Probably about an hour and a half from now, this place will be hopping. I mentioned earlier, you've got some shopping over here. Guest services is right over there, always being nice and helpful and friendly. Here's a little more of a look at this beautiful atrium area. The shore excursions is over there. Here's the gateway for some more shopping. They've got your jewelry. The watches are here. And back here, we're coming to one of my personal favorite areas on the ship. Sid Norman's Poorhouse. The best entertainment we've had on this cruise ship has been right in here. Again, on this ship, we had mentioned before, smaller venues. So this Sid Norman's Poorhouse is not big at all. It's not big at all. It does not hold a lot of people, but it is amazing to see the band. The house band here, not only are they fantastic on their own, but they do an amazing version of Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album. Dressed to the nines, telling the story of Fleetwood Mac through that album. It is fantastic. If you see anything on the Prima, make sure you see that show. Now, right across from Sid Norman's, another very popular area is the Improv. The Improv is taking a little bit of criticism for just being too darn small. You be the judge. Here we go, entering. They got a little bar back here. But here it is. You've got some obstructive views in here. All right, you've got, chairs that are set up. It is definitely a tiny little venue. As a matter of fact, the comedians that were on this ship did a couple shows, and the shows that they did were in the main theater. And now, how are we doing so far? Are we doing okay? Are you getting a little bit of the gist of the layout? All right, we covered deck 6. Now we're on deck 7. We're a little past midship, going towards the aft. And I don't have any jokes for you today here at the Improv, but I just want to check in and make sure you're still with me, you're still following along, because we got a little bit more of the ship to see. And let's keep heading to the back of the ship. We're on the only pathway you could be on. Here are the aft elevators. Again, you've got one large single bank of 6 elevators here. Tucked in this corner, Le Bistro, a fine dining specialty restaurant. And I gotta tell you, it was amazing. We had dinner here the other night and it was fabulous. Look at the decor. Look at this amazing chandelier. I don't know if you're new to the channel or not, but I just want to let you know that this meal was off the chisel. That's how good it was. Aft stairwell going up and down. Okay, you're starting to get the lay of the land a little bit. Now we're going to continue going to the back of the ship. Here's the Metropolitan Bar, very popular bar. Also, you've got the Humidor Cigar Lounge right here as well. The placement of the cigar lounge is a little suspect. There's a television in there. Some folks have been having cigars watching the game. Now, this is a spot we've often seen the Chocolate Cowboy, one of Norwegian's most popular bartenders here. And this is a large area, and the reason that it's large and very popular is because it is adjacent to some of the main dining venues that we're going to be seeing in a minute here on the back of the ship. There's that private access for the Haven guests. You remember we saw it down on deck 6, now we're seeing it up here on deck 7. Deck 7 though does go a little farther back as far as what it has to offer. Again, I mentioned bathrooms everywhere. I'm loving it. You don't have to look far and wide for a restroom. All right, here is the Nama, the sushi specialty restaurant. Right here, aft deck 7. It's always a pretty busy spot. Right across the way here, good morning, it's gonna be Hatsuki. Let's see if we can just sneak in here and give you a little look. Oh yes, this will be the teppanyaki. Very nice place, plenty of room, a lot of guests in here. And this will be the place where you've got the chefs cooking tableside on the flat grill, making jokes, starting fires. It's an amazing, amazing experience. All right, and now we come to probably the Prima's newest main dining room experience. It's called Hudson's. I'll tell you what, let's take a walk this way. This is a pretty unique setup. It's circular, right? A lot of times you go to the main dining room, it's one large area and the galleys are off to the side. We're here, the galley area is in the middle of the dining room. You can see you've got the floor to ceiling windows there. Beautiful decor in here. We've got some larger tables for larger groups. Many other 2 tops, 4 tops, a few 8 tops here. But we've had some fantastic meals. One of the newest things about Hudson's is it's got a static menu. It's got one menu that it has every day of the week. Okay, it's the same thing for dinner, day 1 or day 6 of your cruise. Now it's got a lot of great things on that menu and we have found it to be pretty good. We've heard a lot of people say other things. They don't like it, they want it to change up a lot, but you know what? We've been digging it and every food item we've had on this cruise ship has been delicious. And of course, if you need a little wine, I'd say they got you covered. And there you go, we're right back out here in front of Hudson's. So we've covered the bases on it. And now we wrap up deck 7. And we're gonna head back to the front of the ship and check out deck 8. All right guys, so let's get an update going on, okay? Deck 6 in the books, deck 7, we just checked it out. Now we're up on deck 8. Maybe, besides Sid Norman's, probably my favorite place to be, the Whiskey Bar. That's right, you are at the Whiskey Bar, and this is the Whiskey Bar area right here. A very, very popular place, great drinks, great service. We've had a great time with friends on this trip, on this cruise, and the Whiskey Bar has played a big part in it. So this is the upper level of the atrium, if you want to call it that. And now let's take a look. We'll start at the front, and then we'll take a walk back again. So you see every inch of this ship that we can show you. All right, so there is a look at the Whiskey Bar. In the Whiskey Bar area, plenty of seating, very comfortable, very chill. One note though, you did see the cigar bar downstairs, down on deck 7 by the Metropolitan Bar. The location is a little odd. Usually, I don't know, you'd like to see that cigar bar and the Whiskey Bar right next to each other. Sharon's favorite store on the ship, the Pandora. In here, you've got some shopping, the Chotsky stuff, as they call it, the swag, the NCL logo. You've got some Pandora jewelry items in there as well. Just a look around here at this Deck 8 atrium. Take a look down there at the gorgeous setup. Again, you had the Penrose Bar down there. Then you had Starbucks. Then you got Whiskey Bar. You've got your elevators, forward elevators. Again, there's 2 banks. There's 4 on the side, 4 on the other. You've got your forward stairwell. Deck 8 does have some access to the Prima Theater right here as well. And one thing I got to show you now, and this is really, really cool. They're going to have a lot of these digital kiosks throughout the ship. Many of them are going to be at the elevator banks. And from this kiosk, you can do almost everything you can do in your own cabin, on your TV. Let's say you want some dining. You want to take a look and see where you are, how full things are, how long of a wait there is, things like that. You could choose some specialty dining. And let's say you want to go to Cagney's tonight on deck 6. Well, it'll show you where it is. It'll give you an option to see reservation choices by putting your little your C card right here, your cabin card. You go back to the home page, you can check out things like entertainment on the ship. You can make shore excursion reservations. If someone says, hey, I'm going to meet you at the bar, and you say, what bar is it? Oh, that bar, the Indulge bar. It'll show you right where to go. So I love these digital kiosks throughout the ship. They make things easy. Many people get on the ship and immediately go to these to start booking their reservations for shows and dining, or you can get to your cabin and do it. So look for those digital kiosks when you get on the cruise ship. Okay, so now we're going back through that atrium area and we're gonna head to the back of the ship here. Oh, let me point out Onda by Scarpetta, the restaurant right there. Now here's where I think people get confused. Many cruise ships have a very central corridor to go down on each deck. But the Prima has a lot of different ways to get around. Downstairs at deck 6, you had to go right down the middle of the ship through the casino. Deck 7, you had a couple different ways you could go. Deck 8, now we're coming over here. Now up on deck 8, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna pass a lot of shopping. Again, it's early in the morning, things are not open yet. They've got all your sunglasses. They've got your tech stuff, watch bands, electronics. Of course, they've got your photo gallery here. Any photos you had taken on the ship, you can check them out through all these little digital pads, these little screens right here. Now we're going to come to one of the most popular places on the ship. As we get to the aft on deck 8, we come to the local bar and grill. Now this is a very unique local. I'm going to tell you why. First, let me set your bearings here. Again, here's the aft elevator bank. All right, now the local has an entrance over there, which is kind of for a restaurant side. You've got your aft stairwell here. And then over here, it has a bar side. So usually the local is one large open area with everything. Here they've separated the bar and the restaurant side. One side of the bar, they've got these super cool, comfy chairs. And over here, they've got the whole bar. These guys are basically 24 hours. More chairs and things going all the way down on the side. Here's a very popular spot for the games. There's your Haven access elevator. I point these things out to kind of give you an idea of just how far we are towards the aft of the ship. More restrooms are everywhere. And now we come to one of the hottest, newest things, brand new on this cruise ship, the Indulge food hall. They have breakfast here, lunch and dinner. The Soleil and Luna bars are back here as well. Now this is a place that many people were excited about, where they have many, many different food menus and options that you can check out here. And they all serve about 6 or 8 different dishes. Let's just take a run through here. Here's the Tamara section. You can get a little coffee and drink here on your own. You've got noodles, Cocos, which will have a selection of included and extra desserts you can pay extra for. Lots of places to sit. Of course, they're not open now, so this place is empty, but it will fill up fast. And if you notice, there are kiosks right there. Those kiosks is how you're going to order things. And by the way, if you want to learn more about this place, Sharon and I here at Sharon Sea Travel made a video of a full dining experience. So we'll link that up in the video right now. so you can check it out. Here's some more tables. The food trucks, the topless food truck. They do have some breakfast items and things like that. The Latin Quarter food truck. So the whole aft area is this special Indulge food hall area. They also offer Starbucks back here so you can get your coffee fix on. A garden area, the seaside rotisserie. This gives you a great look. This is where there will also be some desserts that you can just grab and go. It's one of Sharon's favorite things to do. You know Sharon. She loves her sweets. We got the Luna bar here. And guys, I think it's just starting to get light out. So why don't we take a walk outside? Let me show you a little bit of Ocean Boulevard. One of the new, very cool, very popular areas of the cruise ship. You come out here on deck 8. Good morning. How you doing, buddy? Doing good. They're getting all the pillows out on the chairs, getting this place ready for folks. They've got a soleil bar back here. A great place to hang out and chill with friends. Beautiful views off the back of the ship. Look at that. You just want to take that in a minute, guys. I'll be quiet. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Here's a little look up top there too. Everyone up there, Haven guests. Hey Haven people. Give us a wave. Now these guys are working hard over there. I don't want to interrupt them, so let's go this way. You're going to find very similar things on either side of the ship. Now there is some outdoor seating here for the Indulge food hall if you want to go that route, if it's overflowing in there. Now we leave the Indulge food hall area and now we'll come to the side of the ship here, the ocean walk. This is where you can find those very cool new little area here. This takes laying out to a whole new level. And of course you got your infinity pool. Either side of the ship is going to have the same setup. This is fantastic, and this is a great place for people to go for a little chill afternoon time. You got a drop slide right there. There's a double slide on the other side of the ship. Right now we are on the starboard side. As a matter of fact, our cabin's up here somewhere. Infinity pool on Ocean Boulevard. Tell you what, we'll go back in right here. And when we come in, we're going to be back right where the local is. So now we've come right back into the local bar and grill area. We're back to that aft elevator bank right here. Now I mentioned the local has the bar side and the restaurant side, so take a look here. Here it is more restaurant setup. Got tables and everything there, and Los Lobos. Specialty dining, the Mexican restaurant right here. Let's give you a little look at that. Very, very nice. Now, we were just on the starboard side of the ship, on the ocean boulevard. Let's quickly check out the port side so you can kind of get a feel for both sides of the ship. We got a really, really nice sunrise going on over here. This is fabulous. They got the infinity pool. So I mentioned the same layout. Just gorgeous out here. Right above us. You got the dual slide right there. And let's just walk a little bit down here. The concourse, if you're into art, sculptures, this is a beautiful area. It's nicely lit at night to just take a nice walk, come out for some photos. We'll come back in. I guess the zone is what they call it, where all the shopping is. All right, and now we're gonna head back to the front of the ship. Then we're gonna get an elevator and go all the way up to 17. And we'll take a walk through there. We'll show you the pool deck, the seaside cafe, buffet, and a few other fun things up there before we get on out of here. Okay, listen, before we go, one quick thing. Let me just ask you, hey, while you're here, while you're watching the video, if you're digging the content, if you're enjoying the tour of the brand new Norwegian Prima, hit the subscribe button real quick. Hit the like button if you don't mind. Make sure your notifications are on so that you don't miss any new content coming out from us. And make sure you tell your friends, check out Sharon at Sea Travel. We appreciate it. So now let's get on with the tour. So at every elevator bank, obviously you've got a menu of each deck and what's on each deck to go to. Now check this out. This is a little wild and funky. Whoa. You guys weren't expecting to see that on a ship tour, were you?
The lift is going up.
I don't know if you could hear that. Every time you get in the elevator, there's a lady with an English accent that says, the lift is going up or the lift is going down. It's very cool.
Deck 17.
All right, so here we are on deck 17. We're at the forward elevators. Now up here, there's two ways you can go. You can go forward, and then you're gonna get to the Galaxy Pavilion and the Observation Lounge. But if you go the opposite way, then you're gonna get to the pool, the buffet area and such. Let's go forward for a second. Now, we were lucky enough to spend some time in the Galaxy Pavilion on our last cruise. We haven't gotten in there this time, but it's very, very cool. If you're into virtual reality games and things like that, check it out. Let me give you a little clip from our last run on this cruise ship, just to give you a feel for it.
Come one, come all. The Galaxy Pavilion has plenty of space. Get it? Space.
All right, then, when you're done in the Galaxy Pavilion with all your virtual reality games and you just want to chill out, you can go to the Observation Lounge. One of the most popular places on the cruise ship. Floor-to-ceiling windows throughout the Observation Lounge. Just lots of places for people to chill out, relax, have a great conversation. You could come here and have a drink. They have a bar, we'll show you that. You could do a little reading, you could do a little work. They've got a little coffee right here. As a matter of fact, it's pretty early in the morning, I mentioned, and I haven't had my morning coffee. Wow, I forgot they had coffee up here. If I remember that earlier today, I would have started the ship tour up here in the Observation Lounge, got some coffee earlier. Cheers, everybody. They've even got some pastries down here. Come on, I gotta show you this. So again, they've got the coffee set up here. They've got juices. Oh my, look at this. Egg white and avocado wrap sandwich. Pastries, fruits, cereals, all kinds of good stuff. They got it all here. Look at this. You can just chill out here with friends right at the front of the ship. Gorgeous views. Hanging out the observation lounge. Now as we come around the corner here, now we're cooking. Not open yet, but in a little bit, the observation lounge bar will be open for business. All right, so observation lounge, all the way forward, deck 17, gorgeous area. One thing you notice, folks are working so hard on these cruise ships, cleaning constantly. They are amazing. They take great care of you. So make sure you take care of them. Just to get your bearings. Elevator banks are right over there, through those doors. And now I think it's time we head outside to the pool area. It's calling our name. Oh yeah, beautiful. You guys, up those stairs is the wave water slide, and then there's also a little area to lay out as well, and the little kids pool is up there. Now you got the pool deck is opening up. Good morning, how you doing? Great, great. Again, people so friendly. Main pool deck, guys, right here. They got the big screen, there's a small stage, the pool, the chairs. Of course, right up here, you got the Prima Speedway if you're into the go-karts. There's a hot tub on either side of the pool deck. Over here, now if you eat at Palomar, the newest restaurant, we'll show you once we get inside, but they do have an outside area too, where you can sit if you're into a little bit more of an outdoor experience. One of the most popular bars on the cruise ship right here, the Waves Bar. They've got it all here. And Sharon would love this bar because it's got frozen drinks. So here we go, a little more look here, the pool area. Plenty of seating. It is rather compact. Again, the ship is smaller in size. But if you just want to lay out, listen to some tunes, get in the pool, you can do it all right here. All right, so now right here, adjacent to the pool deck area is the Surfside Cafe. They've got some outside seating here, but now we're going to go inside and check out the buffet. And of course, right down here is the Surfside Grill area. All right, this is an extension of the buffet in the morning, but in the afternoon and evening, they'll have burgers, dogs, and all kinds of other things. Good morning. All right, now we come to the after the ship. If we go to the right, we're gonna see the Vibe Beach Club. But before we go out there, let's go check out a few things this way. All right, now here we are. This is that same aft elevator bank. This is another entrance right back into the Surfside Buffet. Good morning. Here's another entrance into the Surfside Cafe, the buffet. And down this way is the Food Republic and Palomar. Two specialty dining options here on the Prima. The Food Republic also has extra seating for folks for breakfast when it gets very busy. Otherwise, it is a specialty dining restaurant. So in the morning, if you can't find a table in the buffet, make sure you check that place out. And of course, they've got the Palomar specialty dining restaurant. There's a full bar here in the Palomar. Beautiful views in the evening for dinner. We had a meal in here. It was fantastic. Now here we are at the Vibe Beach Club. But usually you could find yourself spending $200 a person for the week to have access to this particular area. It's a little more private, very, very comfortable lounge chairs here. You've got 2 hot tubs. You've got the bar back here. Just a very, very nice place to relax. Next stop, I think it's time we head up there and check out those go-karts. All right, now we're getting towards the end of the tour, right? So we've seen a lot of the ship, but we have a little bit left to go. And this could be some of the more fun stuff as well. We're up here on deck 18. Right now we're in the aft area of the ship, and we are at the Prima Speedway bar. Well, right here, a few feet away, we're gonna access the stadium area, which is where all the fun games are and things like that, including the darts, the tea time, table games, all kinds of fun stuff. And then also, that's where you go to take your go-kart ride. You're gonna wanna make reservations for that. That's gonna be very important. Many things on the ship you're gonna wanna have reservations for. So take the time as soon as you get on board to stop what you're doing and make your dining reservations, your show reservations, and your go-kart reservations right out of the gate. That's gonna be crucial to make sure you get to do everything that you wanna do. You can also make your reservations at Hudson's or the Commodore. It's not required, but it might speed up the process and put you in the queue so you don't have to wait as long. And those are the main dining rooms for the freestyle dining. So come on, it's time to go look at some of the fun stuff. All right, on the port side of the ship, we've got the drop slide. That's the single slide that drops out from under you. You kind of get a look at it right over there. And then up here, you've got tea time. Tea time is the new miniature golf. It does come with a slight upcharge, but it's supposed to be very, very interactive. You can win prizes and things like that with it. Right now, it's not up and running because it's a little bit early in the morning, but later it should be. And I mentioned the dartboards. These little areas right here, you can, for a few dollars, you can spend time out here with up to 6 people. They'll have your score and everything on the screen there. You've got your darts. You've got your nice little comfy couch. And of course, you can have a few cocktails while you throw your darts as well. And there are about 5 or 6 little cubbies just like this, all the way down this side. And we go from the port side to the starboard side of the ship. Then we're gonna get to the stadium. The stadium has the area for the rush slides. That's right, you've seen the 2 tubes coming off the side of the ship. You can race your friends here. You've got shuffleboard in there, ping pong, pickleball, beer pong, foosball, regular ping pong, all kinds of fun games. You can hang out with your friends and have a good old time. Then when you're ready for serious fun, that's when you come here and you sign in for your Prima Speedway run. That's right, they'll keep track of your laps for your group so you can see who the fastest driver was in the group that you're in. The guys are here getting the go-karts ready. Here's a look at them. And here's a little clip of us driving them not too long ago. Now for those folks that aren't driving, they can come up here and they can watch all the action from the viewing area. Closer look at one of the cars, very cool. You can stand up here and see everyone's score. You can look down on them racing. Have a great look at the track. All right, guys, so there you go. That's a look at the Norwegian Prima. We covered deck 6, 7, and 8 and everything there was to see. We covered deck 17. We went on the outer Ocean Boulevard area. They do have a spa that's going to be on the ship as well. We didn't dive too much into that, but it's here. Trust me, it's here. Medical facilities are here, and they do have some kid clubs as well. We're going to put a special video out that Sharon likes to cover for the Splash Academy for the kids to see what the Prima has to offer there. But thanks for joining us today. We hope you got a better look and a better feel for the layout of the ship. It's a really neat deal. It's gorgeous, it's brand new, and it's a good time. So for us, the service has been amazing, the food has been incredible, and we've had a blast. So thanks Norwegian Prima for showing us a good time. And until next time, guys, make sure you subscribe before you check out, and we'll see you on the gangway.